Welcome to the Cartoon Rewind Podcast.
My cartoon addicts, good evening and welcome to another episode of the Cartoon Rewind Podcast. I am Frank looking for love here, waiting for you. No, that didn't come out right, or what?
No, exactly.
Save that for the OnlyFans podcast.
All right. So once again, this is Frank from the Cartoon Rewind Podcast, and of course, I am here with the only man that if you were to pat you on the back, you would list it on your resume. And of course, I'm talking about the man that I want to be when I grow up. That is Rolly. And we cannot forget about my brother from another mother, the encyclopedia, the walking encyclopedia of all cartoons. We're talking about Gemini. So, Rolly D, how we doing today?
Fuck you and you're being difficult. How about that?
Well, you know what? Before you two go at it, let me just remind our listeners, hey, do us a favor. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you can find your podcast, except for Apple. And of course, we're on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, now you two can go at it. Go ahead.
And Filmation Ghostbusters are the best. How about
The
that?
real Ghostbusters are the best. Thank you.
What are we doing today?
Rolly?
Today we're watching Jesus and the Wheel Warriors, also known as Jayce and the Wheel Warriors.
I like Jesus better.
All right, it's easy to remember.
It is.
Oh, God.
So yeah, we're watching episode 1. What is it? Episode 1 of season 1.
Yes.
This one is titled "Escape from the Garden of Evil." Isn't that a song? Isn't that a song? Oh no, it's in the Garden of Eden. Never mind, different song.
Yeah, that's right.
So-
Isn't that the song that they always play in the World War II movies? No, in the Vietnam.
I think
Vietnam.
so.
Right?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the one. All right, so this episode aired. Let's go back in time. This episode aired September 16th, 1985. I'm not sure what day of the week that was. Oh, it was a Monday. So this was so this must have been an afternoon, after school cartoon.
School for sure.
So this episode aired 38 years, 6 months, and 3 days ago.
Damn.
So, yeah. And if you were watching this, you're a part of the millennial generation.
There you go.
A couple fun facts that I have. I usually like to tell you the musics that were number one. So in the U.S., the number one song was "Money for Nothing"
And chicks for free.
and "Chicks for Free." Yes,
Which is a lie.
it's true. Yes, yeah. Both of those are a lie. Both of them are a lie. Money's for
Yes.
nothing. Yeah, and then
And
chicks for free.
No,
I think
come on.
that's the point, right? I think that's the point of the song. Fun fact, and I know you guys know this. Sting sang the hook on that song.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one song in Europe was "Dancing."
Rick Astley.
No, not this year. It was "Dancing in the Street" by David Bowie and Mick Jagger. But Rick Astley would probably be, for the next 4 weeks, would be the number one song in Europe.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Let
All right.
me see what other fun fact. The only other fun fact that I personally like, information that was worth noting, was on the 16th of September 1985, Steve Jobs resigned as chairman of Apple.
And guess
So-
what? He will be back.
He will be back. Spoilers. Spoilers. Yeah, 7 years. 7 years after founding the company, they kicked him out because they said he didn't have a vision.
Real spoilers. He's dead.
Oh yeah. So rest in peace. So, does anybody else have any interesting facts?
Actually, I do. Excuse me.
Fix that voice.
So-
There you go.
I did a Google search on the top comic that was sold in '85. Now, back then they had no end to year rankings until like 1991, right? But based on pre-orders, You ready for this? Secret Wars number two, number one was the top seller, and right behind it was X Factor number one. And you know what's messed up is I had Secret Wars number one and X Factor number one. And then what followed after that, again, which continued being very popular, was the entire Secret Wars series. It was a 9 episode issue. You know what I mean? And that's what topped comic books
Let's
for
see. X
85. Man.
And if you have X Factor number one in good conditions, somewhere worth between $150 to $200. And
That's it.
if it's in good condition, yep,
Yeah.
yep. eBay selling one $200 at 9.8
Oh,
score.
damn. That's a high rating.
I know, and only $200.
Ooh, I wonder how much Secret Wars number two, number one is. Let's see.
Go ahead. While you're searching that information, let's talk a little bit about Jesus and the Wheel Warriors.
Go for it,
For
buddy.
for those of for those of you who've never seen the cartoons, you can have an idea what we're watching. Um, Dwayne, do you want to give us a little insight, or
You don't want me to give any insight because I hate this. I don't like it. It
You've
sucks.
never liked Jesus?
No, I like Jesus, but I don't like Jayce and the Real Warriors. Jesus is a cool dude, but Jayce and the Real Warriors were like awful.
Really? I thought it was
Yes.
a great cartoon from what I remember.
Okay, from no, it was not.
So wait a
so?
minute. So you liked, if I remember last week's episode, you gave freaking Gem and the Holograms a freaking rewind.
Yes,
But you think freaking Jason the Real Warriors is a terrible cartoon?
yes.
Can we mute him, Rolly? By any chance? Do we have that
Okay.
No,
option?
everybody's opinion counts here.
I know it does. I know it does. I'm just teasing.
Because if we're doing that, we got to mute you because you didn't like Gem and the Holograms.
That's true. You both did enjoy that one.
It was enjoyable, and not just they're not winners, but
All right.
Frank.
Anyways, what's his cartoon all about, Rolly?
all right. So the key thing here, I'm just going to do a high synopsis here. So you have Jesus, aka Jace, and some other annoying characters like On and Storm Sailor. Like who comes up with these names? They're searching for Jace's father, who by accident created basically the bad guys.
He created a plant
He
that
created a
tried to
plant.
take over the universe.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he
they
created
were
a
plants. Yeah, the bad guys were plants, right?
Yeah.
Yes, a
With
plant.
big heads.
Yeah, by the name of Sawboss. That's a cool name. Though.
Boss. I remember that.
So you can't burn them, you run from them. So that's why I hated it. It made no sense.
Yeah, and then the rest of the guys. I mean, they all, each have individual names, but I think they're known as the Monster Minds.
Yeah, Monster Minds.
Yeah. So, and this is this cartoon is very environmentally friendly because the good guys try to grow flowers and all these beautiful things, and they use that, and then the bad guys are just weeds who try to take over everything. So that's pretty much it. I mean, for kids, we kind of remember it as all the vehicles. So they had little vehicles that had interchangeable parts, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Interchangeable parts. Uh-huh.
They made 65 episodes, but it was never renewed due to poor total sales. Also, the story sucked.
So
Yeah.
so the toys did not sell well?
No, because the
No.
story sucked.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and they pretty much only ran in two places, here in the US and in France. France, they had a French name called Jason et les Conquêtes de la Moon. So,
Jayce and his Lightning League versus the Monster Minds. Blah.
that's one another way of saying it, yeah.
Mhm.
So-
Le Croissant.
Yeah. So just keep in mind that Jace had to compete against GI Joe and Transformers. So
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there's no way they can win that.
Yeah. So, but
There's
that's what
no.
today's episode is just basically like all we gotta stop doing episode ones because they're all cliffhangers. It's
Mhm.
pretty much the beginning, kind of shows you the origin story of Jace, Saul Boss, and pretty much the annoying freaking character of Ong.
Yes.
Oh, that's that little robotic knight dude, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Useless.
And isn't he
Useless.
empty inside? Is he like just
Well, I don't know about
magic?
I don't know about his emotional feelings.
That he's
Uh,
useless.
I don't know. I don't know how he feels in the inside.
He's so
But
stupid. You know what I
maybe
bet. You know what I bet.
maybe
Like
he
he's
hasn't found
hollow
his
on
true
the
purpose
inside,
yet.
right? Because isn't he? Wasn't he
Sometimes
created by magic?
I don't know. I don't think I saw more than like 3 episodes.
I only saw
I
one
remember,
that stopped.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a few episodes. I remember enjoying the cartoon, but then again, that was in '85.
Okay.
Mm.
Well,
I have not seen it since then.
I guess we're gonna find out how you feel.
That's true. That is true. Oh, and by the way, Rolly, guess what? And
What?
D, Secret Wars Secret Wars 2, issue number 1, CGC graded at 9.8. You ready?
Yeah.
$1,000.
Wow.
$1,000. Mm-hmm.
And you had that, huh?
I did. I did. I even had Secret Wars number 8, and if you remember that, not Secret Wars 2, the Secret Wars number 8, and if you guys remember, that was a very popular comic because that's where the Venom suit, right? That's the black suit. That's when Spider-Man first got his black suit.
How does that cover look like? Double
It
check.
has
No,
Spider-Man in the
no
front.
episode. No, episode one. I mean, yes, comic book one. Episode. Secret Wars 2, number 1.
Oh, it has. Let me click on it. It's got the a bunch of superheroes, and then in front of them, you see a shadow that says, "Who is the Beyonder?" You see a
Who's the
shadow on the floor.
Who's the Beyonder?
The Beyonder. Think of him like. Oh my God! I do remember that he went there because he was looking for something,
He
and
was
he ran across the superheroes. And they all started getting into some sort of an argument, or I shouldn't say an argument, but they got into a fight. But I can't remember why he was there.
Is that the guy with the white suit? The
yeah.
Beyonder?
Hmm.
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
He has the same. He's the same level of powers of Madam Web.
Oh, don't get me started on that movie.
No, 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 no. The watch. No, no. You're not getting the Watcher confused, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
The Beyonder has the silver suit on, and he
Mhm.
has black hair, and he brings Spider-Man and all the heroes to a planet to decide the fate of the universe. Him, not the
Yes.
Watcher. The Watcher watches.
Yeah, he does. Little pervert.
All right. We're getting off track here.
Yes, we are.
Now. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'll try to remember the covers. I'm trying to remember the covers. So go ahead. We're good.
All right. So I think we're ready. All right,
Yep.
Rolly. So you ready?
You gotta say the magic words.
You know I am, buddy. All right, guys, let's make it happen, Captain.
Ooh,
I like it, so I don't care what you like. So
Exactly,
I'm
Rolly.
talking about
Tell me.
the cartoon. I'm talking about the cartoon, not the.
because yeah. Oh, sorry. I I like how it's like spaceships. It's like they're mixing. This thing has a lot of mystical, like medieval times, space, and pirates. All like they can't decide on what genre to be
That
popular.
is true. Like, why would you have sails in space on the
Thank
ship?
you, thank you. But then you also have wizards,
Yes. And
and then
I'm
you have
telling you, I have a feeling that that freaking Oron or the comic relief, I think
uh huh.
he's hollow on the inside, and I think he's just magic. I think the wizard
Well,
dude.
Why are you
well,
still trying to figure out his emotional attachment? Leave him
yes, I
alone.
know his mental status.
Oh,
I mean,
mental
again,
health. Mental health
mental.
is important.
Yes, I was gonna say, I know mental health is important. Well, Flora is magic too, right?
Yeah.
She's like a
Yes.
clone. She's like a clone baby from a plant.
And she's the one
But
that has the flying fish, right? If I
yeah,
remember correctly.
is it a flying fish? Yeah, I think so. Goldfish, right? At least in the first episode, it's there. I don't know if it goes on the whole thing. So
And again, we are 2 for 2 in the 80s. A redhead is a part of the cast.
Of course.
don't forget we already done G.I. Joe, so there's one redhead there.
Mhm.
The only one we might not find a redhead is on Transformers.
Yeah,
So
that's
isn't
pretty much
yes?
it.
No, there's a in the bot episode a redhead.
True.
Oh, the girl. That's right, with the guy with the suspenders.
Yeah. So yeah, I forgot about that guy there. Yeah, the one that you like his outfit. All right, so this cartoon starts already telling you the bad guys already exist,
Yep.
and then they'll tell you the backstory later on. It's kind of a little out of order. Again,
And
we're
this
children.
planet is covered with vines.
Because this is where it started at.
Yeah.
And all the bad guys can transform into vehicles.
You know, I never liked the bad guy's vehicle. The whole face thing, I never dug.
Well, because they're the people. That's their face.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like that. That looks cheesy.
I thought it was cool looking. They got nice colors. And
Really? You like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. And here's Merlin. Oh, so he's a
Merlin looks like
yeah,
That
he's a
weird.
wizard. Yeah, he's a wizard that's also the mechanic. And then comes Jesus. Well, his jewelry on. He's got a little tiara on.
Yeah, he's pimping though. He's pimping.
his
Yeah,
dad. His dad disappeared already. So
yeah. They've been waiting for his dad. Like, you know, it's like, hey, when's Daddy coming home? Dad went to get a carton of cigarettes.
Dad went to get some scratchers and he never came
Let's
back.
get back.
never.
Left us here in a trailer park by ourselves. So,
You know,
but
I've always loved his hair with that skunk look. You know what I mean? With the white stripe in the middle.
you're thinking of doing it. You're thinking about doing it.
Did
I
you say
actually thought
skunk?
about that when I was younger.
I think you can pull it off.
I think I could too. I could pull anything
Yeah.
off when it comes to my hair.
You just dye the middle black, and do the others. Let the gray keep come in.
Oh no! I love my gray beard, man. That's staying. Boom, and I'm starting to get my little wings on the side with
Okay,
some gray.
okay. All right, ladies, send your emails, your profile pictures. Send your profile pictures to Cartoon Rewind.
Frankie is
At
giving out his
gmail.com.
Yeah.
I got you.
So yeah, look at the vehicles. The vehicles were super cool, and no
We're
one
talking about the
noticed.
bad guys, right?
Yeah,
No,
well, I
man,
like
the
the good
good
guys.
guys have the best vehicles.
There, no, the Jace's vehicles are better. That's for sure. But the bad guys were pretty cool too,
She
and no one noticed what happened.
And look, see, this is why I'm saying he's magic. Because look, his head just fell off, and
Mhm.
he's still talking. I'm telling you, he's hollow on the inside. He was
could-
created by magic. I'm telling you.
Stop. He could be Wi-Fi enabled
Thank you, Bluetooth. Bluetooth.
in the 25th century, and stop
See,
trying
they
to.
just put them in.
They put them together
And
just like that.
And did you just see the monster vehicle? It had a mouth with teeth, and it was kind of like smiling. Come on,
Yeah.
that's lame.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know why is his dad doing. Why does his dad doing all these inventions,
These experiments.
these experiments?
Because
Yeah,
that's
he-
what his dad does.
And why does he take the robot by himself? He doesn't take anybody else.
Well, again, I mean, being alone and no other woman, I would have created a freaking female.
The better.
You know what I mean?
Okay, but realistically though, the plants were normal. It was a beautiful looking planet, right? And then this guy comes along, Sawboss gets created. The Jesus and his friends don't realize that the world around them is becoming a freaking vine jungle. Nobody,
Nope.
No.
because you saw outside they're living inside a dome. Outside the dome, you have vines growing on the outside. No one's noticed this. Like, oh, Dad's been gone for like 2 years. The plant's being
The vines
destroyed.
are growing now because they've been created.
But they haven't noticed this. Jace is just there waiting, like, hey, I wonder where Dad is. I don't know, bro. Look at the freaking world's falling apart.
No, he's probably on another planet.
No, that's the same planet.
It's on the same planet. Yeah.
He's in the same planet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See it? Now they're turning into vehicles.
And look how lame that is. Look how lame that is.
That's
yeah.
pretty good. That's
That's
pretty
why
cool looking.
that's why the toys didn't sell because they're lame.
I
See,
thought
that
it
I
was
agree
cool.
with D 100%.
Oh, so we can unmute him now? I like how the big one. There's the big one. Everybody goes inside of him. That must suck.
Yeah, I bet they
Like
do.
they're like, oh, we need to transport. Okay, we'll just go in right and load in by the back. And that machine is like, what? I gotta go up its butt. And that was the story. And this is in the future. They couldn't use like a video projector or anything like that. They had to just open
But
his
no,
mouth.
they use freaking this dude's open mouth to tell a
Mhm.
story.
And now his dad is gone. Is like, here's his jewelry. You can wear it.
With your pendant.
Yeah, wear it with your crown. Oh,
No,
FYI,
tiara.
yeah, Tara. And like, FYI, you're magical. You can control flowers. Oh,
He
here
got a
comes.
pendant. His dad gave him his pendant.
Mm-hmm.
And they
That's how
stole
you.
this from Superman with the crystals.
I was gonna say, here comes the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah. No, this is where the ring is at, right? Yeah, there you go.
So it's like what happens with you know how you know your dad is dead when they start giving you all his
His
All
stuff.
his shit.
all his
All his
shit.
shit. Yeah.
Like
Look,
here's his
here's
chain.
his vehicles. This is his base. This is his ring.
Yeah.
This is this pendant.
Or if you're watching this without sound, it looks like the old man's asking him to propose. Like, would you marry me? He's like, what? I didn't know. I didn't know you cared.
Yeah, but look at that freaking that ruby on that thing, man.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
if there was a chick there at his age, you know she'll be all over him.
Captain Planet.
Yeah. Well, your powers combine. I. Oh,
Earth.
yeah. One's flower. I guess the earth, and this one is Oracle. Let's call him Oracle. I'm gonna. Jayce is Jesus. On is Oracle. And the other one's Merlin, and the other one's a brat.
Oh, and don't forget the mercenary. He's coming
Han,
soon.
yeah, his name is Han
Solo.
Solo.
Yeah, that's Han.
Because his ship, and this guy has a headache.
And you're gonna see inside his head. He's got a
Shit.
big head too.
His head is a freaking. How does he see it? Why does he show it? First of all, I'm so confused. Why does he show it? It's like what is it? One of those fortune teller globes, an orb. And they're like, by the way, these are your vehicles.
That's your dad's vehicle. Go ahead and take it.
You know, that's the only one that I had was Jesus. The one with
That
the
was
claw up top. That's the only
that.
one that I that
Did
one right
doesn't it suck just to get one figure from a toy line?
Well, that's all I was able to get.
I know, but doesn't it suck? Like even if somebody gave it to you or whatever, it's like, what am I supposed to do with this one random ass fucking toy?
You play with the other random toys you have.
Oh,
Exactly.
what if they're not the same size? Like I had the centaurs, right? The centaurs. I had one of them randomly. They had to fight. GI Joe had to try to fight them. I guess they're mutant bugs.
I would have
Well,
turned it into a Corvo Trooper.
He was too big.
you had the G.I. Joe movie before the G.I. Joe movie.
No, he's too big. The figure was like almost 2.5 size of a Joe size.
Yeah, you
Well,
had
remember the
Cobra Live.
snake?
You
Remember
had
the
Cobra
snake?
Live, remember?
That's it.
Mhm. No, guys, proportions were off. They were
No,
more.
man, you just weren't creative enough, bro.
No. He was the size of a Barbie of Ken. It won't work.
Oh, it wasn't that big.
It was that big.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
The size of
I've
Barbie.
never had one, so
The bugs. It was a glove.
and you put your hand up the bug's ass to make it look
Yes, to make his his legs would be your fingers, and then you had a figure sit on top. So we got away from the cartoon now.
like it. That's how boring the cartoon is that we're talking about something
Okay,
else.
first of all, D,
Yes,
stop to talking bad about the cartoon. It's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
it's
No,
it's
it's
not that
not.
it's not that great going so far right now.
Oh, it just started.
I know.
You know?
See, now they're noticing the plants. That's just been
And
there
now
for
the
like
plane's going around the dome.
yeah.
Well, that's a
And
force
then,
field, actually. That's actually a force field dome.
hmm. So Wizard's like, maybe I shouldn't have given you all his jewelry. I should have pawned that shit.
Pawn it where? Where
It's
he's gonna
true.
pawn it?
There's a
That's
planet.
true.
There's a planet around that takes shit.
Really?
Ah, here
Yeah.
comes Han Solo.
Here comes Han Solo. How does he know he's there? What
Uh,
the hell? Look at this thing.
there's no Millennium Falcon.
No, no, it's like a weird
Wait,
and
did he just give him? Did he just magically give
make him
him
land.
more
I
boost
I don't know, or redirected his engines.
or something? Right?
Yeah, and there he lands, and he just fell right through the little laser. It's a dome force field.
Yeah, and he
Yeah, the
opens up
force
the
field,
door.
of course, because he was allowed to.
Yeah, and there's Han Solo. You know that ship was the fastest in 15 parsecs.
He
Not
actually
the
Under,
did
ship.
it in 12. He
Not the
actually
ship
did
under
it
or
in
the other
12.
ship.
uh, this ship. This
Not the
is this.
real. Not the
No,
real Falcon. This Falcon you're talking
no,
about?
the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, this Falcon. The Millennium Falcon did it in 12. This guy did it in 15.
It looks. It looks a little bit. I don't say 15. I say 17.
This is so.
I like
And so,
that wrist shield that he has on his left arm, though. I like that.
well, that's how you know real men are. They all have shields. The other guy has one too. Well, see, Sus has two different ones. He's got a metal one and then a soft gooey one.
Now the other one is those. Remember in the 80s, those bracelets that
Made
were
out of
rubber.
rubber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had different colors and everything. That's what he has there.
I forget the name of those things.
Yeah, me too.
You used to like it. I mean, I would. When a girl gave you theirs, you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Maria gave it to me. Yeah, we're kind of serious.
Hmm.
Yeah, you could say it's getting kind of serious. She gave me the purple one. I gave her my black one.
Yeah.
No, that's what D says.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know you were collecting. You used those bracelets growing up.
I have no idea what Frank is talking about.
See, and if Rolly and I were in school together, because I know we would have been in Hialeah, I would have said, which Maria?
More than
Oh,
one,
yeah.
Maria.
There's more than one Maria. Yes,
There's always more than one Maria.
yes. And would it be Maria? Man, imagine Frank and Hialeah back growing up in the '80s.
Okay, can they be arrested for fraud? Because this is
Yes,
lead.
of course.
This is lead.
Where'd they get all this lead from, though?
Mm.
That's a good question because he uses magic to make the lead look like gold. So where did they get all this damn lead?
Yes,
And I love the captain's chair.
the fact that it moves. Like, where does it go?
Yes.
Like, if I mean,
Then the
you know,
thruster handle. You know what I mean? Come
yeah.
on,
Why
man.
you got to slide up? Like, why can't you
Yeah,
just take
bro.
off vertically? This is a weird spaceship.
No booster rockets on the bottom, man, and no
Yeah,
angle engines.
look at what's going on. But it's cool. The captain's seat is kind of cool. It's elevated. You got all the
Mhm.
controls.
And I like the bridge. I dig the bridge.
It's about it though.
Yeah, no, but the ship itself looks lame.
So how does it go up though? If there's no bottom
No,
truss,
there was some on the bottom.
Say the
Oh
H.
no,
It's
yeah, right there.
thrusted.
See it? See it? Right
truss.
there.
Thank you,
Yeah,
truss.
say
It's
the
right there.
H.
It's underneath.
Yeah.
There's four on each side.
But he's not using them.
Yeah, he's just sliding across.
He's still on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, let's look into Mastermind's mind. Oh, he can see the ship.
By the way, I thought Mastermind had already turned into a vehicle. Where is he at? I thought he left the base.
No, he's hanging out at his pad,
Mm.
and there's his minions.
The boss is called Saw Boss. The
Come
group
on,
is
come
called the
on, come on. Look at how lame that vehicle was, man, with freaking big mouth smiling with freaking guns coming out of it. Lame looking guns.
Let's go battle. Let's go, kids. Let's get outside this big, humongous ship and go out and fight people.
with a tiny little yes, with this tiny little cars, and let's bring the small child.
Does this ship have guns? No.
No, of course not. Only has sails.
No, it's gotta have guns.
I like how there's a one-to-one comparison for each. Like for every good one, there's a equally sized bad guy. I don't see, and I don't know half of these things. I thought they were. By the way, when I first saw this, I thought they were like construction vehicles.
I thought they were robotics.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Like I was expecting the humans to turn into vehicles.
No, that would have been cheesy.
The bad guys turn into vehicles. Why can't they use
Well,
the same type of science?
no, because then the good guy's vehicle will look lame like the bad guys. Can't do that.
It's better. You don't know. He could have drove it. It could have looked exactly the same way. Think of it like a suit. They go in like Voltron. They get in. They kind of they use their minds. No, not feeling it.
Stuck.
No, not feeling it.
He's stuck. Go help him.
The good guys' vehicles are perfect the way they are. Not all of them are great looking. You know what I mean?
I remember this big one. That's one way of fixing it. Just smash them.
Sit on him.
Yeah. Sit on them, squash them. We're good to go.
Ooh, the drill one I enjoyed.
So these toys, did they were the parts interchangeable?
Yes, they were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that are we gonna see this right now?
I don't. Not in this one. I don't think.
Uh, I'm trying to think of where they're gonna change parts right now. Not sure what episode that came in, but yeah, I fairly oddly remember parts being interchangeable. I don't see how that drill works, but whatever.
It moves towards the front,
Hmm.
and then it's able to dig.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this guy's touching shit. Merlin just touching everything. He put
Yeah.
electricity through the ship.
No, no, he pressed a button and it shot, and it
How
sent
did he know that?
electricity
How
through the
does he
ship.
know that? First of
Because he's
all,
a wizard, man. He knows all this shit.
if this is not your ship, don't touch it. Finally, tell look, this is how this goes inside the body. Oh, it's the other one. They
Stomp,
moving,
stomp,
but
stomp.
they move so slow. Did that? I think that toy move around automatically
Yeah,
too.
yeah. They had like double A
Well,
batteries. For damn, it's moving real quick right now.
yeah. Now you have thrusters. Nobody remembers he has thrusters. See, fucking could have lifted off vertically the whole time.
Long time ago.
They could have left to the top opening of the dome. Never had to fight with anybody. Poor. This is what happens when you have poor leadership, guys. And now they have fucking weapons. Nah, I'm done. I'm done with this cartoon.
He said he's done.
Don't say
He said
that.
he's done.
They had they had they had guns this whole time.
Not anymore.
Wait. What does the ring do? Did
Based
it
them
turn
into a
into a
card.
card?
And he's gonna cut, baby, cut.
Okay, so the ring turned him into a card, basically some sort of force field around him. That made him
I
look
made
like
it.
a playing card, and he just cut through all the vines.
That's what it looks like to me. And we're still good with this, Frank. We're still good with this cartoon.
It's again, the bad guy's vehicle are lame.
The bad guy's vehicle lame. The good guy's vehicles are lame.
The bad guy's vehicles are lame.
This guy in his sail ship.
And what's with that one sail in the front that's pointing straight ahead,
You
where
gotta
it
know where you're
cannot
going.
catch any air? Plus, I mean, wind. Plus, there's no wind in fucking space, unless
There's a
those
solar.
unless those are solar panels that
It's,
charge the ship.
There you go. You got it. It's a solar sail, sir.
It's a sail. I mean, you could tell it was a solar sail, but it's a lot more fun to call it stupid, dumb.
Arrest them.
No, I
Lock
will
them
kick
up.
them out. I will kick them out.
Lock them up.
I would have done the spell again before it wore off.
We will
So,
pay you whatever you. We will pay you whatever you need.
So all that gold that the wizard lied to
hmm
Han Solo went back to freaking lead, and now he's pissed.
and now he has a whole thing full of lead. I mean, that was like a there were like 50,000 bricks of lead.
Yes, which I still want to know when the hell they got the lead from.
Thank you.
I gotta look for
So,
my dad. I gotta look for my dad.
your dad was with his new mom, with his new wife. He just created this lie about boss. What is it? About the bad guys. That
Yes.
this guy, this the dad went through a lot of trouble to escape
To,
this family.
to leave his old family. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying. He
yeah.
faked his own death.
Faked his own death and created a whole freaking civilization of monsters just so
Wow.
like they should keep him busy for a while.
Wow.
He's probably out there going to a massage planet. No, that's what I would do. Sorry,
Yeah,
my
I said,
bad.
why does all your stuff always end up with you going back to massages? So, by the way, the ring is the ring of light, and I don't know what it does. So everything's like
Well,
power.
apparently it turns up into a card where he can just slice through freaking plants, the
Great.
roots of the plants.
He must be great at cutting the grass.
Maybe it
Great.
can. Maybe
Maybe
I'll turn into a lawnmower.
maybe he is Jesus and he has a lawn business now.
Jesus lawn service.
Yes. His Listen, that's a
Jesus.
great name. If anybody's listening to this, if your name's Jesus and you're starting a landscaping company, you should be called Jesus and the Wheel Warriors,
There you
There
go.
you go. There
and
you go.
paint your hair white in the middle. So,
I would hire them. I would hire them in a heartbeat.
I'm still
For
trying to
sure.
figure out I'm still trying to figure out what else does that ring do, but
Nothing else but turn him into a playing card. That's it.
I gotta
Oh,
watch
it's got to
another
do more
episode.
than that, man. It's got to do more than that.
But guess
I'm
what?
gonna yeah. What?
65 episodes. If you want to find out, I'm not. No doubt.
Well, should we talk about our rating system then? Should we
Go,
rate
Frank.
this? I mean, I think Dwayne already has he's already locked in his rating. So
Frank,
Frank, you're so good. You, do it in your sexy voice.
You want me to tell them about a rating system in my sexy voice?
Yes, please do.
Excuse me. Here we
Damn,
go.
that was loud. That hurt my ear.
All right,
Cool.
everyone. So we came up with an amazing
That's your
rating.
sexy voice. This is your sexy voice.
Don't you
This is
find it
this
sexy?
this is why you're single.
Ouch.
You gotta put.
Ouch.
You gotta put. You did all that thing with your voice just to come up with a regular. It sounded regular sounding voice. I thought you were gonna go a little deeper,
No,
a little smoother.
but this is my sexy voice,
That's why you're single. Go ahead.
and that's perfectly fine. So, the Cartoon Rewind came up with its own rating system with the help of Gemini. Our rating system goes as followed: Rewind, which means it's a good rewatch value. We have Fast Forward. Basically, it's okay and it's worth watching once. And then, of course, we have Eject, which means we're just going to skip it. Those are the rating systems of the Cartoon Rewind podcast.
All
Ladies and
right.
gentlemen, I
What do you think?
apologize.
What do you think? What do you think?
Ladies,
That was an awesome voice.
ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for that reading. He didn't know.
The voice was awesome. What are you talking about?
All right, Frank. And with that being said, what would you rate Jesus and the Wheel Warriors?
I will rate it a. So, if we're talking about this, okay, so we're talking about this one episode. right?
Yes.
Man, I kind of stuck between.
Speak the truth, man. Speak the truth.
I am speaking the truth. I always speak the truth. I can tell you for a fact it's not an eject. I can tell you that for a fact.
What's
You know
wrong
what I
with
mean?
you?
I would go with a rewind. I want to see more of this cartoon. I do. But I have a feeling that it might lead into, if I watch a little bit more, it might lead into a fast forward. You know what I mean? But for right now, I'm going with a rewind. I enjoyed it because I did enjoy this cartoon as a kid. I really did. And yes, now that I'm older and I'm catching these certain things, I'm like, all right, yeah, but I'm not gonna let that affect, right, what I remembered as a child. So I'm going with a rewind. That's what I'm going with. Rolly, how about you? Because we
Oh.
all because we know Dwayne's already.
I know, but still want to hear. I want to get the full Dwayne experience. But I'm teetering between eject and a fast forward.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't believe you mock my gem and holograms, and you want to watch more of this episode of this series.
Dude,
So what?
plants that are buff that turn into vehicles
That
versus
that you just made
freaking
fun of.
girls.
That you just made fun of the whole time.
But that just proves a point that as lame as those bad guys are, it's still better than freaking five women dressing up in holograms,
Four,
battling them out with
Thank you.
freaking the misfits.
four.
For
4 or 5, whatever, with a freaking hologram that dresses up like a
okay.
jazzercise
So
instructor.
here's the
Come on.
thing though. No, here's the thing. You mocked Gem and holograms, except when you're watching it, you're like, oh, that girl's hot. That girl's hot. Oh, I want to be
Oh,
like
the
Tony
blue haired
Montana.
chick from the
I
Misfits?
that's
Yeah, she
hey,
is hot.
okay, thank you. Like, oh, and then you were dancing with the music, and then you downplay it. Then you want to rewatch Jesus and the Real Warriors, and you make fun of half of the thing. Like, oh, look how lame that look. Look how that. See,
The
can't
bad guy
understand you.
vehicles, yes, they're lame as hell.
I can't.
But if you look at the good guys vehicles, those are freaking cool, man.
Mm, I don't know.
Those are cool.
I don't know. So I'm teetering between the two, and I am going to go with a fast forward.
You're gonna go with the fast forward. Okay,
Going to go with a fast forward.
I can respect that.
Really? Because seemed like you weren't having it.
No, 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 no. I always respect all of your opinions, even if they're wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But still, I respect them.
All right. Let's see. And let's see what Dwayne. Maybe Dwayne will surprise us.
Yeah, maybe you never know.
Hell to the nah. I said it from before. Eject one, eject two, eject three.
Damn, ejected 3 times. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Can you eject one episode 3 times? I don't think so. I don't know.
I can
Like,
eject it 65 times because they made 65 episodes. This story was horrible. Horrible. Horrible.
I don't think it was that bad, D, but I get it, buddy. I get it.
mm. But no,
Mm,
I mean, I might sneak in another episode or two and see what the ring does. Is it always a playing card? Because I'm kind of interested in this right now. Is it always a the funny part is that also on the toys didn't have Jayce in it, right?
no, I remember there were just random little figures, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
they were just regular generic dudes in the vehicles. I don't think I ever saw Jayce with his little ring fingers. Did they even make figures? Did they make any figures of this?
No, there were minis. They only made the figures. I mean the vehicles, and then you
Hmm.
had a small figure that came with it.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it was a regular, but it wasn't the figures that we saw in the cartoons.
You could assume
No,
that they
not from
were.
what I remember.
You could assume that they were because that's what they were.
No, I don't think, I don't think none of them look like a wizard.
No,
You
it,
see?
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm
What does
looking
eBay?
now.
What does eBay say?
eBay says it's a guy. Like it's a terrible looking figure. It's like they look like the mask figures,
Hmm.
and the
No,
bottom part
smaller than that, Rolly.
than a mask
Looks,
figure.
they look super tiny.
Mask figures are super tiny.
No, they were way smaller than that. They were way smaller, like micro machine figures, like that
Really?
small. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so
Well,
the mass figures were bigger, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
well, but it's their bodies are painted all one color, and then
Hmm.
their heads have color.
Yes,
So yeah, it's and again, obviously because they're rare, super expensive.
yes.
But yeah, I can't find any figure that I see has the same random dude. It's a white dude, blonde guy.
That was
Um,
Jayce.
Oh, and
no,
also Rolly, because
yeah,
remember how you were talking about that the weapons were interchangeable?
uh huh.
So were the wheels, and you can even stack certain vehicles on top of other ones. So the weapons weren't just the only thing that were interchangeable
Yeah.
on the toy.
So what I can tell also is every vehicle had the same guy.
Pretty
So
much, yes.
yeah,
Except one had brown hair, another one had black hair. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, blonde.
yeah. So for those of you who are live on this call, I'm showing you like so. Let me see. This is the drill one, the drill
Yeah.
sergeant. See, it's a tiny little figure. They paint the whole thing, the tie, the shirt, the vest, all that's one color. They show. So it looks like that guy.
Hey, redhead.
Yeah. I guess it's more
Hey,
orange, but yes. But yes. And then that's drill sergeant. Then you have drill sergeant. Then you have
Armed Force.
uh, armed force is the popular one.
Yes, that's the one that I have.
Yes. Yeah. See, same guy. Look at him right there. This
But
one
the
has a
hair is
tie,
blonde. But the hair is
and
blonde.
this yes, and this guy has a tie.
Ah, look, so they mixed it up a little bit. All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah,
But still
so
looks nothing like the cartoon.
no,
nope.
no. And then you have now the Saw Boss. Those that they didn't come with no figures. They just
Right,
came with
because
they came with a brain
oh my
because
god, it did.
they came with a brain. A brain sat inside the figures, and because they were the people. That's creative. That's creative. There's creative there. So yeah, it's all apparently in the future. Oh look, this guy has black hair.
Ooh. And a
So
turtleneck. And he's wearing a turtleneck.
he's wearing. I guess we can call it that. Yeah. So yeah, no figures. So no one ever got Jace. Never made it. It's like that's so funny how there wasn't ever any figures. And then you get variety pack. All you do is get more white people. See, brown hair guy. Yeah, brown hair guy and darker brown hair guy
With a turtleneck.
with a turtleneck. So
Same
yeah,
figure, they just painted the hair differently.
I'm pretty sure somebody made some customs.
They actually did. But let me ask
Okay.
you this though, Rolly, because
Yeah.
and D, I'm gonna ask you this too. Even though I know your answer. If they would remake the toys,
No.
No,
No.
you wouldn't buy at least one?
no.
No.
Really? Okay.
Sorry, did we answer too quickly on that one?
Oh my god, way too freaking quickly, but that's okay though. That's
Did
okay.
uh did Super Seven? Did Super Seven's gonna make him?
Oh, I doubt it.
But Frank, it's not like Starcom where they had the magnetic feature. It's not like Brave Star where got a fallout. It's not even like Captain Power where you can play it on TV. It had no gimmick.
No, I get it. I get it. But see, I
Well,
would buy one just because for memory sakes. You know what I
No.
mean? I
I'm
would
That's
trying to
I
forget.
would I would get one.
there's a lot of other things I would get before that. I'll get me a mass vehicle.
Oh no, no, Mask, you know for a fact, once they redo Mask and they start coming out with its line, you know how D buys all those damn gargoyles? That's how I'm gonna be with Mask. I'm
See,
buying.
I rather get a gargoyle.
Well, Gargoyle was a great series. That
I
was a
rather
great series.
I rather get tiger sharks.
Ooh,
Now
no.
if they do that, I'm there.
Oh my god, you guys are so lame.
Look who's talking.
Think we're good. We got a rewind. We got a little bit of everything. We got rewind, a fast forward, and eject 3 times.
Yeah.
65. 65.
65
Yes.
times.
65
65
times.
times. Yes.
All right. So,
All right.
Fred,
So, to all my cartoon addicts, thanks again for listening. This is going to wrap up our show for today. And of course, from all of us, from Rolly, Gemini, and myself, we want to thank you for listening. And don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you can find where you listen to your podcast, I should say. And we're also on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, you know the rules. Until next time.